My name is Marlo Doyle. This video is to help promote my ebook, Breaking the Addiction, How to Quit Smoking, which can be found at www.smashwords.com. I smoked cigarettes for 10 years. I quit. I haven't had a cigarette in 13 months, and I'm going on 14 months. So I wrote an ebook on how I quit, and I wanted to share it with as many people as possible, so I can help them quit forever as well. So today I'm going to go over some quick tips on how to get you in the right frame of mind to quit forever. Okay. One thing that you can do is trace your steps back to who you were when you started smoking, as opposed to who you are now. Okay. And also ask yourself if you want to be that same person or if you want to move in a different direction. I'm going to share with you how I started smoking. Not to bore you, but because there's a lot of underlying qualities that I share with millions of smokers worldwide. I was 15 years old when I had my first cigarette, and I think probably by the time I was 16 or 17, I was habitually smoking every day. Now, at that time in my life, I really didn't care about much. I was more concerned with having friends or being popular and not having friends, and the majority of the day I was thinking about social pressure, or I had a lot of issues with self-esteem, and when it came to challenges, I wanted to run and hide. I didn't understand how. I didn't focus on the positive aspects of being challenged. I focused on the fact that it was things that were difficult, and anytime anything went wrong, I wanted to run and hide, and I thought the world was caving in on me, and that I was the only one facing problems. So I sought out cigarettes for relief, or what I thought was a relief. And then one day, basically, I was a child. I played all day long. That's what life was. It was a game. I played. Nothing really mattered. And that's who I was at that time. And then when it was time to, by the time it was time to be an adult, I was addicted to a very serious drug, nicotine, and it was ruining my life, and I was so addicted that I continued to let it ruin my life, and that's just very similar in many respects. It's very similar to millions of people, okay, who smoke. There are kids out there who start when they're 12 years old. 12 years old, get out of here. That's ridiculous. That's before puberty. To those smokers, you gotta give yourself a break. All right. By the time you were 15 years old, you were a full-blown nicotine addict. That's not your fault. So go ahead and forgive yourself. There's sadder stories out there. There are a lot of kids that have a horrible time, just absolutely hard time quitting. It's because their mother or their parents smoked when they were pregnant with a child, and then the baby's born addicted to nicotine. That's tough. You need to give yourself a break and realize that chances are when you started smoking, you were a child, okay, and now you're an adult, you want to be a different person. You need to be a different person in order to survive. And maybe you weren't a kid. Maybe you were in a, the research shows that it's typically children who start at a very young, not children, but young adults who start smoking and become hooked on the cigarettes. But maybe you were an adult, and chances are it was you were facing a lot of emotional stress. Okay, and then maybe you're a parent now. Okay, you have children. Maybe you were going through a divorce when you started smoking. Okay, in that case, again, you need to recognize that you were vulnerable and you were a different person than you are now, and that you want to be in the future or at that present moment. So again, I guess the lesson would be to realize that chances are you were probably a child, and you were hooked on a drug, a child hooked on a drug. Forgive yourself, realize that, and then forgive yourself, and then start setting goals and taking steps to get to those goals to become a stronger person. That's all I wanted to talk about today. You can follow me, Marlo Doyle, on Twitter, and don't forget to check out my ebook again. That can be found at www.smashwords.com. Just search Marlo Doyle. And good luck. I know you can quit. I know you can do it. It's not that tough. And I'll tell you, when you do quit and you get to that point, it took me about 6 or 7 months, but I realized that I wasn't addicted to nicotine. It was a great feeling. It was a wonderful feeling, and it's so much of a better feeling than that cheap thrill of, smoking a cigarette gives you. Okay, so good luck. I know you can do it. All right, and until next time, see ya.